Senator Nancy Binay has formally filed an ethics complaint against Senator Alan Cayetano for allegedly resorting to name-calling and behaving disorderly during the chamber's proceedings on the new Senate building. In a press conference on Monday, July 8, Binay turns emotional as she explains her reason for filing an ethics complaint against Cayetano.
Yung nangyari sa amin noong 2015, parang that time, pinalampas ko na lang. But this time around, parang hindi na ako papayag na gawin niya ulit na yung paninira na ginawa niya. And I'm a mother, magulang ako, so kailangan kong protektahan din yung mga anak ko. So this is not just about me as a senator, this is also about me as a mother na alam ko, naiyak ako kasi alam ko yung pinagdaanan ng mga bata, hindi lang ng mga anak ko, pati yung mga pamangkin ko nung panahon na yon. And hindi ako papayag na mauulit muli yung ganong pinagdaanan nila.
Binay previously admitted to thinking that Cayetano is only using the new Senate building's cost as an issue to fuel the Makati-Taguig feud, just like what the senator supposedly did in 2015. Cayetano was among the central figures in the chamber's probe of the Makati City Hall parking building in 2015, which was a project of Binay's father. On July 3, the two senators exchanged barbs during the Senate panel on accounts hearing on the supposedly ballooning cost of the new Senate building in Taguig City. During the July 3 hearing, panel head Cayetano insisted that the building's cost would total 23 billion pesos. Binay, on the other hand, cited the Department of Public Works and Highways data, pointing out that the establishment only costs around 21 billion pesos. This pronouncement prompted Cayetano to claim that Binay is disrupting the hearing. Cayetano also claimed Binay was providing questions to some media practitioners in order to discredit her fellow senators. He also called her marites, a term widely used in the Philippines to describe gossip mongers. Binay, for her part, walked out of the hearing after she got the DPWH to categorically state that the cost of the new Senate building is only 21 billion pesos and not 23 billion pesos. A 102-meter-long Chinese Coast Guard ship, along with at least 6 maritime militia vessels, reportedly intercepted 2 Philippine Coast Guard boats near Ayungin Shoal in the West Philippine Sea. In a post on X on Sunday, July 7, West Philippine Sea Monitor Ray Powell says PCG's BRP Cabra and BRP Cape Engano were intercepted by the China Coast Guard as they passed about 40 nautical miles east of Ayungin Shoal. Powell adds that the 2 PCG ships illuminated their automatic identification system broadcasts around midnight on Sunday, 18 nautical miles south of Ayungin Shoal. According to Powell, China reacted by dispatching 7 more militia to bolster blockade around Ayungin, while China Coast Guard vessel 5203 went south and first interdicted the 2 PCG ships at 7 a.m. on Sunday. Even as the 2 PCG ships later on moved away from Ayungin Shoal and towards Escoda Shoal, Powell says the China Coast Guard vessel continued to shadow the Philippine ships. Beijing's actions are in line with its assertion of sovereignty in almost the entire South China Sea, including most of the West Philippine Sea. China continues to reject a July 2016 arbitral award, which effectively dismissed Beijing's claims and ruled heavily in favor of Manila. The country's unemployment rate in May rose to 4.1% as more Filipinos joined the labor market, according to the Philippine Statistics Authority. Preliminary data from the PSA show the unemployment rate moved at its highest pace in 4 months compared to the 4% in April 2024. This, however, is still lower than the 4.3% unemployment rate recorded in May 2023. There were an estimated 2.11 million jobless Filipinos in May 2024, higher than the 2.04 million unemployed persons in April 2024. Meanwhile, the underemployment rate decreased to 9.9% in May from 14.6% in April. This translates to 4.82 million Filipinos looking for an additional job or longer working hours. The labor force participation rate, which includes those who are either employed or unemployed, went up to 64.8% in May from 64.1% in April. 5 of the 7 persons of interest in the abduction and killing of beauty pageant candidate Geneva Lopez and her Israeli boyfriend Yitzhak Cohen are under police custody. Philippine National Police Chief General Romel Marbel says 3 persons were arrested for different cases, while 2 surrendered and gave their testimonies. He adds only 2 persons of interest remain at large. Marbel adds that the PNP would arrest the two at large after gathering enough evidence and filing the cases. The PNP's Criminal Investigation and Detection Group and Tarlac Police earlier recovered the remains of Lopez and Cohen in a quarry site in Barangay Santa Lucia in Capas, Tarlac on July 6, 2 weeks after they disappeared on June 21. It was earlier revealed that the two of the 7 persons of interest were former police officers. One of them was identified as Michael Angelo Giang, the supposed middleman. Lopez and Cohen met in Capas on June 21 for the 20.5-hectare agricultural land the couple was allegedly planning to purchase. Meanwhile, another police officer, identified as Romel Abuza, was arrested in a separate operation on July 6. Both Giang and Abuza are facing charges of violation of the Firearms Regulation Law and possession of an explosive under Republic Act No. 9516. Giang and Abuza were assigned to Angeles City Police at the height of the COVID-19 pandemic. They were dismissed from service due to absence without leave.